What's up, everybody? It's Joe from Complex. We're in Miami at the Webster with music, fashion, and all-around pop culture icon, Pharrell.
What's up, bro?
How you doing? Gonna do some sneaker shopping today. Gonna see what he's feeling, what he's not, and then hopefully he's gonna buy some sneakers.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
I was just frontin'. You know I want you, babe.
Pharrell, early on you said that designing sneakers was less about you and putting your face on sneakers and more about fulfilling a childhood dream.
Wow, man, you're so good at this.
Facts.
That's crazy. You're like so polished.
Thank you.
Maybe you wanted to do what you're doing like all your life.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what I always want to feel is that like I'm still striving in the name of ambition of just trying to like conquer. Yeah, so I think that's what goes in the process of everything that I design and my team works on.
And then you get the nickname Skateboard P in high school. Were you wearing like Vans, low-profile sneakers?
Well, that nickname wasn't from high school as much as it was about being in the industry at the time, and there wasn't really anybody in that world or from our world. And it was an homage to that time in my life, which was in high school. So they wasn't calling me that. Like that's what everybody did at that age. Like everybody skated.
Even being young, do you remember like what shoes you were wearing?
Yeah, for sure. Vans were the most affordable. And you know, Jordans was always like the coveted thing. Like I always wanted like J's, but you know, we couldn't afford them. And so it was like Vans, and at a point, like sometimes we veered off the path and had like Airwalks.
Oh, Airwalks.
Then there was a moment where I had like some visions.
Yeah. It came up, Tony Hawk was big on Airwalk and like Vision Streetwear around that time.
Yeah, the Vision Streetwear was like, that was a moment, because it kind of like they had this shell of like what the Adidas was doing. And Adidas at that time was like king of all kings. Obviously because of the Run DMC song, that was like the 80s. And they like really rode that wave. Even Jordan himself wanted to play that. It's really serendipitous that I end up, you know, working with Adidas and our partnership. That was like my first pair of shoes that I ever purchased myself was Adidas. But before that, up to my mom and dad's devices, it's like the skate shoes were much more affordable.
Totally. Fast forwarding a little bit, you go to Japan and you're looking for a studio to record in. And you hear about this guy through your jeweler, Jacob the jeweler, Nigo. And he offers his studio up to you, but you go to his atelier, you see apparel and you see these sneakers, Bapes, for the first time.
Right. Well, that was a thing where, first of all, Tokyo and Japan itself is a different dimension altogether. When you first get there, you feel the calm, you feel the humility of the people, you feel a lot of the stuff that they have gone through culturally. And so when I went to his showroom, it was like that feeling times 10.
Damn.
Because here's a guy that created this space. It's full on, like you're walking through his thoughts and his imagination. And I'm looking at this guy and I'm
I was about to say, I bet that shit is
absolutely
fire.
lived out every one of your dreams and turned them into businesses. I was like, it exists. Like, this is a real thing. So my mind was blown. And then when I looked at the Bape stuff for the first time, I was like, that's not a Nike.
Right.
I mean, we love Nike, right?
Of course.
Like, even us at Adidas, we love Nike. Like, Adidas, the folks at Nike love it like they love us, like, right? So I can say that.
Yeah.
Just in case anybody's a little, like, shocked and thrown off by that, I was like, this is not a Nike. This is something else. It's, you know, taken inspiration of the Air Force One and just blew it out to another place.
Facts.
You know, all the little fine details. When you look at the height of the actual like outer sole, when you look at like the materials that he chose to use, FedEx always delivers. I like that. It's ambiance. Miami's turning into the new New York and Vegas. Like, we gotta let these things happen. So when you look at like all the little fine, little small details, my mind knew something was very, very different.
Yeah.
But like slight, sophisticated levels up. And he would pick a colorway. If it had 3 different colors, he would
See, my thing about Bapes is I love Bapes, but it's not a whole lot of good colorways. If you're gonna wear Bapes, you gotta be prepared to like wear some crazy colorways, cause he got some colorways that are not normal. whatsoever. But they still hard in their own way.
Different iterations of that colorway. And I saw like 50 to 100 shoes. And I was just like,
My
I just
favorites
wanted
though
one
is
pair.
Yeah.
and I was
definitely the
sample
Marvel
size.
collab.
Okay.
So he was like,
I need them,
take them
bro.
all.
Wow. Amazing.
And
What?
That's, so he was like, take them all.
Wow.
Okay.
Amazing.
And that's how
Hey,
I
but
felt.
you got it like
Okay.
that.
What you're saying
Yeah.
is, I was doing that.
Okay.
I was like, really standing there like, wow, life is good. Because
Yes.
I knew what I was about to go back to America and do, is wreak havoc.
With him.
Yes,
And
and
I-
we did.
That was when you were
Nah,
like,
for sure.
gotta go to America
They
and we gotta
snapped.
figure out how we're gonna work together. And then early on, 2004, Drop It Like It's Hot video. Remember, I'm in college, it comes out with Snoop. The lyric, I'm a nice dude with some nice dreams, see these ice cubes, see these ice creams, and you close up to the camera with the new shoes
Yeah.
that you just created with this guy, but they're blurred out.
Yeah.
Do you remember like that part
That's
of the
I
hard.
remember being so upset with very poignant question.
Okay.
I remember being so upset with BET, like, how y'all doing this? But then you gotta realize it's Viacom, and they pretty much make money off of anything that airs.
Okay.
Right? You know, they own the air.
So BET
And they
did that though.
they blurred it out, and I was like, man, like, but it ended up working in our favor because then people really wanted to see it.
Cause I was
And
about
thought
to
it
say,
was conscious
yeah.
from you doing that because you didn't want to show it yet.
No, I had to catch up to that.
Okay,
I had to
interesting.
catch up to that. My mind wasn't there. I was all about like giving and sharing, as I still am,
Yes.
within reason.
Okay.
But at that point, like that was something that trolling really started like
Pay for
picking-
play.
Yeah, it like really became like a thing.
Can't wait till I go here one
Pharrell,
day.
a lot of classics on this table. We had to source them from Flight Club and King of Creams, a collector of your hits through the years. So let's get into some of these like iconic
Them
sneakers.
yellow human races
Something that has
is
stood
hard
up the
as
test of
fuck.
time, this NERD dunk.
Yes, sir.
Part of the artist series. It came around that time. Do you remember anything about this project? I don't even know if I've seen you wear these.
I definitely wore them. I just don't know if I ever wore them for a shoot.
Okay.
But yeah, that was like again, that was a different time. I ever wore them for a
They 120?
shoot.
Okay.
But yeah, that was like again, that was a different time. I was super inspired by this new
was that
brand.
the
At the
release
time,
price?
I think Caroline from Chopard was married to this guy, De Gragiano, and he was doing these watches that I think had where the bands were made of like eel skin. No, stingray, which doesn't sound right, but it's one of those.
Okay.
And I just thought the texture of it was so cool. And so when they asked, did we want to do a dunk? I was like, yeah, let's do it with that. And we tried as hard as we could. And I think the closest we came to the execution was something that I personally wasn't happy with because it felt more like a basketball's
Got it.
texture.
Okay.
But shoe turned out good. But what I wanted to do had more texture.
Got it. Got it. Interesting. And now they go for a ton of money, and like this whole dunk reemergence is crazy. So these are heavily in the conversation.
Yeah. My boy Nino was the one that like,
Scalia.
yeah.
Okay.
Nino was the one that like really helped me like source out a lot of dunks in the very beginning. Cause
Got
once
it.
I dove in, I like really dove in.
We talked about Nigo downstairs, but like 2006, the Roadster, your character,
Yes, sir.
your face, and then this one. Talk about getting these two collaborations.
That was like an ode to like this low top ACG moment
Okay.
from like the 80s, the Roadster silhouette. We were able to have like the bubble in the back.
actually ain't
All
bad.
of that was homage,
Got it.
you know.
And then fast forwarding, the Chanel Pharrell NMD releases at Colette, 500 pairs. You were a Chanel ambassador, but like Chanel putting their
It's
name
beautiful.
on a sportswear brand. Did you like build with Carl on it even?
Yes, yes.
Man.
And then, it was one of those like one and done things.
Okay.
Carl was super kind to me. I learned a lot from him. There was a couple of collections he did where there was a nod toward like aspects of my life, and he would show them those
Yeah.
things to me. And so when I was able to like do the NMD shoe, like, cause he named our collaboration, Chanel Pharrell.
Yes.
That was his idea. And the shoes as well, because I was like, what do I put on there? He was like, oh, Chanel Pharrell, of course.
Yeah.
And I was like, I never put my name on a
That's
shoe
true.
that
That's
boldly.
true. That's true.
And how was I gonna tell him no? So then we went on to do the collection together, and that was great too.
Yeah, absolutely. The shoes, they had like a lot of art on them and the pearls and things like that.
Yeah.
But this Chanel on a sportswear brand is definitely a moment.
And then, you know, it ended up being one of those shoes that, like, the numbers on them were crazy.
Limited.
Yeah. The sell, like, I mean, just in terms of, like, resale value.
Oh, crazy. New silhouette, the Ciccona.
Yeah.
They're coming out. Talk about this model and what you're excited about with this model.
Where do you get that hat
Well,
from?
the sole itself sort of accentuates like the way the foot operates and how we walk. Obviously, all shoes are supposed to do that, but you sort of see it in a design. You see it, hints of that expression in the sole. And
It
then
look like
obviously
one
the
of
way
them. Look like one of them shoes is ugly to look at, but they comfortable as fuck on your feet.
it bleeds into the upper. You know, that's something that I feel like Adidas has done really
Me
well.
personally, I
in the
like
past
them,
couple of years.
look-wise.
And then for us, you know, with Human Race, it's about being close to the earth. Ciccona itself is earth. That's a Native American word.
Okay.
And we've reached out to our indigenous brothers and sisters for not only the blessing, but the right word. My guy, DJ Two Bears, the Standing Rock Suit, the Arikara, out in North Dakota. That was a good feeling. I think for us, it's just like we just want to give people something that brings them a little bit closer to the earth, to ground them.
Even like from the start, the Super
Facts.
Color project with all those 50 superstars. So it's like a lesson in kind of like inclusion and things like that.
Yeah.
And then another thing that you've debuted a few days ago, the NMD. Have you like gave them a wear test?
I worked on it with them.
Okay.
Yeah, we wrestled to get it to this place.
Got it.
And we feel really good about it. That's why I was in them, and mine are coming shortly. We wanted to get that right.
Awesome.
That constellation had to be, every star needed to be in the right place in order to make the design that people could see and feel, you know?
You're always about next, you're always looking forward, but Lil Uzi Vert, he's an 18-year-old kid, I think he's in class, and he's wearing the board flips on the desk.
Crazy.
And then, a couple weeks ago, he helps to unveil this new silhouette. Full circle moment. You've seen everything in this industry, in the music industry, but those moments to like, obviously you're like their North Star when it comes to influence. What's it like to see?
That was a pleasure, because that's Lil Bro, and we do work, and you know, he's a visionary himself. He's the guy with the pink diamond as a third eye.
Yes.
That was awesome. I'm always honored, because all those guys are like rock stars.
Definitely.
Like, I don't even know what that is anymore, but I know that current position is held by like that generation, the Gen Zers. They're the ones that are like forging forward and blazing trails. I don't know how to answer that except to say that I'm just honored.
Okay.
You know, like I don't know about being their North Star, but I'm just happy to be a part of their sky.
Got it. Lastly, let's start with the green colorway. Are they all going to drop at the same time, or we're going to have a staggered release?
I think the first thing people are going to get are the blue.
Okay. These are friends and family.
Yeah, that's friends and family on the Human Race site.
Okay.
By the way, humanrace.com. I don't know when the yellow, and there's also a burgundy coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't been in the mall and shopped in over, I want it to be fair, I would say over 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Did you see the
I don't care if you got 7 games in a 7-game week. You better be funky. All 7, you never know. Whereas it was a totally different thing, totally different feel. Felt like you feel like you getting ready for something every day. You ain't about to play one play with you.
Good.
You know what I mean? Gotta be funky.
You said a couple years back, you know, on stage, sometimes I wear Jordans, but a lot of times they're the ones Drake slid me and they're super exclusive. He hooks you up.
Yeah. Drizzy always got the exclusive J. You know, he got the collab.
Yep.
You know, I don't know how he pulled that. You know, I'm not prestige enough. They've never never given me a collab with Jordan.
If
but,
you wanted it, you can
Which
get
is
it.
crazy.
I'm a skater. I ain't tripping.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't no baller. I don't know how to ball. But, yeah, though, if I'm gonna rock some J's, it's gonna either be from Drizzy. He done slid me something that Marissa says that no, I don't know. Those aren't out. I can't get those. If Marissa say that, then yeah.
We talked about over there skate shoes, but 2016 you were skating in SB a lot, Nike SB. So did you like that Nike Dunk and that Nike SB era?
I loved it. I loved it for
How
the
could
simple
you
fact
not?
that everybody was wearing the shoe and just wearing it. No one who had anything to do with skating. People don't know what that SB means skateboard.
Right.
A lot of people.
Right.
And quick to be like, yeah, I need them SBs, and
Yep.
don't know what that SB means skateboard.
Totally.
So with that said, I love the fact that, if you skate, we love to film it. Yeah, we love to put clips out. So for the simple fact that I am nowhere near, not even a good skater, I just love to do what I do.
Yeah.
So with that said, to add a little flair to my clips, throw the shoes on that everybody is dying about, and all of a sudden I started noticing I was just wearing them so I could look good.
Yeah.
I'm start getting calls, but you skating in the
Yeah,
you
in the
skating in
super rare, yeah.
And so now I started noticing, okay, that's another twist going on to my clips.
Yeah.
He's skating in the such and suches. You know what I mean? So that's why the SB thing. But then now I'm more into my skating now, so it don't matter. I skate barefoot if I have to.
All right, one more question. I didn't know this truck fit. We actually had the baby a couple weeks ago, and he said there was a shoe man used to come around, pop the trunk, and there would be all shoes for sale. You
Yeah,
said
that's
truck
fit. They would be just as popular as the mall.
Wow.
So what I mean by that is, Christmas coming up.
Yep.
And you know that the mall is gonna be packed. So you're trying to find out what good day I need to go sneak in there and get that guy is on your list. You have what day I need to get to the mall and get what I need to get, and what day do I need to see whoever he is at the time. What day do I need, because he gonna come around. He knows it's Christmas, he popping, he coming around. He got us even in the same car.
Yeah.
He coming around in the same regular car on the regular with the same few things. He might have a few new Jordans or something.
Okay.
Christmas time and all, he come around the truck.
Wow.
He got the truck. He got to open it. He got to open it up so you can see. I got this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordans and
Yeah.
everything.
Truck fit. Yeah. Outfits. Everything.
That's
he got
amazing.
Jabot Polo Tommy Hilfiger, whatever, and not the fake. The one little stitch go
Right,
that
right,
way.
right.
Not really Louis.
The jump man's a little crooked?
Yeah,
No,
not
the
that.
real.
Not the Burberry with that plaid go that way, but one lines of the plaid go diagonal.
Got
Nah,
it,
not
got
that
it.
one.
None of that.
Nah, he got the real.
Amazing. Well, talked about everything. Now the easy part, browse the show, see what you're gonna take home.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I was about to say, I was wondering what these was.
What's that, man?
Pleasure, man. Can I help you out today?
Yeah, man. We're gonna go crazy. These, my father stupid. They gonna see. It wouldn't have happened to this nigga.
He just grabbed his shit.
They're gonna be like, Marissa's still hired? Shit. That man going crazy. I'm sorry I ain't been in the mall in so long, my G. Marissa's gonna be so mad.
I'm about to say, why not grab a cart?
These Dolces right here with the
Something.
Neiman Marcus on it. These stupid. I think I'm good.
All right, Wayne, so today your total is gonna be $7,773 with 55
Jesus
cents.
Christ. Nah, I know what I gotta do now. I know what I must do now. That's a fire ass fit.
Oh yeah. Give me these.
Mhm.
Yeah, cool. I got you, bro.
3,200. Them is dope, bro. I still, yeah, you know he finna go crazy. I damn near gotta see his episode.
They're on the way. Don't be surprised to see us on the court this year.
Them is crazy. Neymar a sneakerhead?
Get to browse the shelves, see what you're feeling, and pick out some shoes.
Vixe, vou pegar um monte.
Not at all what I thought they was what he was gonna pick.
Yeah, I went to the swap meets. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? You can go in there and buy the Jordans when they come out and shit. You just gotta make sure they authentic. I had to go ahead and just cop these ones right here.
Going right with the heat right away.
Yeah.
What box did the bitches come in? Oh, he back.
Occasionally it'd be some crazy heat and some like small sizes,
Yeah.
so I'll use those to trade out, but I never trade mine. So.
Okay.
Gotta have the Grateful Threes, man.
Man, I've been looking for them too. For real, for real. I gotta take those great.
Oh my God, bro. I want them bitches so bad. I want the blue ones though.
Those is coming for sure.
6 bands.
I ain't gonna lie, I got a dining room full of shoes. I got a weight room, supposed to be a weight room full of shoes. I know I got like $1 million of shoes.
$1 million.
All right, we taking them Georgetown for?
I need the Georgetown for it, so
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and pay that $10,000.
I got you right now, G.
That's a beautiful shoe right there, of course.
Is anyone telling you you got to slow down?
Nobody.
Nobody. They know.
Man, I need these Kobe's, man. This Kobe
Yeah,
pack is
yep,
crazy, man. I
yep,
need
yep,
those,
yep. What's them 8 bands? 14, Jesus. How did they become like the spot for celebrities?